Shit.
Because that's what we are.
Hello and welcome. It is Sunday. It is afternoon, and Morgan is home. I'm talking in third person, is home from CapClave in Rockville, Maryland, where I had a very long, exciting, fun weekend and really want a nap. But I think I might be productive. It could happen. It could happen.
It could happen.
With me today, I have RC Scott and Sako Tumi. Hello. Say hi to the nice people.
Hello to the nice people.
Yay.
Hello to the bad people as well. Don't forget about them.
Sure. Let's not forget about them. We do this every Sunday. Sometimes RC is here. Sometimes Sako is here. We usually have a Doc Coleman, but he was also at said convention with me, and he's recovering.
Yeah.
So it was a lot. So let me pop into the comments. I see we have Ariadna. Keeping this tab open, this open in another tab so I don't miss it. We have a Jess. Hello. And Ariadna says, yes, hey to the bad bitches.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Wait. Now I need Kool-Aid. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
So we're here to talk about writing and work on our writing. But if you are not a writer, if you're just hanging out, that's cool. If you like snacks, that's cool. If you're folding laundry, that's cool. If you want to take a nap, read a book, whatever. It's a lazy Sunday afternoon. We get Sunday afternoon is not a productive time for a lot of us recovering from the week. If you have like a 9 to 5 or even a Saturday job, this is downtime for a lot of people. And if that's where you are at, that is fine. If that's not where you're at, use our productivity streams to be productive and, otherwise enjoy some snacks, hang out. It's cool. No judgment zone. No judgment zone. Do you know what today is?
October 1st.
Yeah. Do you know what that means?
Preptober.
Preptober. Oh yeah. So sorry, I'm a little loopy today. It's a thing.
My heart is like freaking out a little bit at all the Preptober videos that are popping up, and I'm like,
I haven't seen any. I haven't seen a single one.
Oh, I can link you a few. But definitely I've seen them on TikTok and Insta. So
yeah.
So yeah. Are y'all who's participating in Preptober? For those who don't know, NaNoWriMo National Novel Writing Month is in November, and Preptober is for planners or world builders or whatever to get ready for NaNoWriMo and decide what they're working on or, whatever they feel like doing. For some people, Preptober just means doing laundry and stocking the fridge, so there's usually something most of us can do, even if it's, mood boards, whatever. But if that gets in the way of your process, Preptober is by no means mandatory. And, a lot of people throw out everything they did and just go with the vibes. So RC, are you a Preptober person? Are you a NaNoWriMo person?
Negative.
Okay.
I do my own thing. What were you about to say?
Yeah.
What about to say, Sako?
I am actually participating in Drawloween.
Oh yeah, because you're the artist too.
Yeah. Well,
I'm working on prints to use for my January 100.
Oh yeah.
So I'm keeping all the art under my hat this Drawloween, which is new for me because usually I'm like every day there's a picture every day up on Instagram.
Yeah.
But I'm making it secret this time.
Well, even if I was not inclined to do such things, I have a different agenda this month. I'm going to be promoting a story that's being released on Halloween, a novella, a body horror story. That's going to take up a good portion of my time, but also I do this thing every year in October. I watch a horror movie every night. I call it my 31 Nights of Halloween. And this is the first year I'm taking it public on my Discord server and inviting anybody who wants to come along and watch this kind of stuff. And yeah, night once tonight, 8 o'clock Central.
That sounds super fun. I may be conscious. I don't know. It could happen.
Have you ever seen The Exorcist?
Yes.
That's the first movie I watch every year.
I saw it when they did the re-release.
Me too.
For an anniversary, whatever year it was. So
I-
it was
Actually, the school that I went to
Mhm.
For college, if you stood in the student lounge and looked out at DC,
Mhm.
you could see the Exorcist stairs.
Ooh, creepy.
So we made trips out there all the time. We took
Yeah.
stupid pictures of us falling down the stairs.
Sure. Oh my goodness.
When they re-released The Exorcist in 2001, I was in high school working at a movie theater. And I'd always make me go clean up afterwards. They have that creepy tubular bells playing while I'm trying to just run through the aisles. And a couple of times the people would, they would lock the doors on me, or they'd be waiting on the other side and jump out at me from the aisle.
Oh dear. Let me pop into the comments real quick. Sandy Lender showed up. Hello, Sandy. Good to have you with us. Sandy is trying to figure out where she is in the whip, which is work in progress. Ariadna says, yes, October has a more interesting meaning for the art community. Dwan swung by. Hello and welcome. Ariadna says they're giving themselves the last week of October to prep for Nano. It is also MFA application season, so their attention is scattered to the wind.
For sure.
Dreaming is here. Hello and welcome. Dewan is happy to see those embracing the great month of October.
Absolutely.
For him started last month.
I have been watching diligently.
We started last night at midnight.
Oh
no!
He started
according
September 1st.
According to Dwan, it was September 1st.
Or wait, here he goes. The 32nd Octoberian day of the 61 days of October.
Mm-hmm.
Paige the puppet swung by. Hello and welcome.
Hey, long
Glad
time
to have
no see.
Let's see. And Lori or Laurie, I can't remember. I'm sorry. We chatted at CapClave, and it was so great to meet you in person. I'm so excited you came. She went to Georgetown U and went up and down the Exorcist stairs all the time to go running on the canal towpath.
Yeah.
And is working on a translation project. Too much of a pantser to prep. I get you. Lowry, thank you. I'm sorry.
Didn't the story that The Exorcist is based off of also take place in Georgetown? It was like, it's supposed to be like a young boy and a priest, and like they had to wall off the room in a hospital, but I think it was also in Georgetown, if I'm not mistaken.
Why Georgetown?
I don't know.
I wonder. Like, there's nothing special about Georgetown except that celebrities like to go there to hang out.
Maybe that's why.
Or because people around Georgetown have the money to indie fund stuff.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh, I don't know. And Eva made it. Hello, and said Andy sent her. So hi to Andy as well. Thank you. Lowry, they. Okay. What is everybody working on today? I have a beta read I started last week from my dad that I'm trying to get through, and I only ranted twice on TikTok about it so far, but there may be more rants.
I look forward to that. I do. I love the little rants, and I also love your updates on the panels that you did. And
thank you.
I'm really looking forward to the episodes of your podcasts that come out for those panels.
Good. I'm glad. I have my notes, and I think this week will be a recap, and then next week I'll really get
actually start adding it to the queue.
Yeah. So, but I will. Next week, I think I'll be here for half of our stream, and then I have to duck out or stream from the road because I am flying to Iceland.
Yay!
And I hear the Aurora Borealis is being super vibrant this year right now. So since that's 80% of my reason to go right now. I'm very excited. So
I perfectly understand if you don't want to come back.
Right. So the week after, so next week I'll be here for half the stream. The week after I will be gone. I don't think I'll have access, but if I do, I might swing by and say hi. But Doc and Sako promised to run it without me.
Mm-hmm.
So nobody has to miss a week. Consistency. But also Iceland. I mean, you got to balance life.
But yay, having a team that you can rely on.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
We got you.
The rants are only on my TikTok because my dad occasionally sees my YouTube, and it's a little rude. So, and my Instagram, the reels replay on Facebook as well. So I don't want him to stumble across me ranting about his stuff. And I guess I mean, I try not to be too mean. I mean, his stuff is readable. His stuff, like, it's some people's works you start to read and it's a trudge to get through like a page. His stuff is much better than that, but I definitely have a lot of feedback.
Yeah.
Only on TikTok though?
Only on TikTok, yeah.
Darn it. I guess I'll have to go without.
I love the writer community on TikTok, frankly.
Yeah.
I met a bunch of horror writers on TikTok, and like I love to see how they're using TikTok to their advantage.
Yeah.
And the kinds of activities that they do in their TikToks and stuff like that, like having writer talks.
Sure.
And it makes me wonder what I'm going to use my TikTok to market.
Yeah. Now I'm feeling like I really need to be more niche in my book talk reach outs on TikTok.
I love being niche. That is like that was predominantly my goal this year, was to find other authors that write in my genre.
Sure.
And at Necronomicon, I bumped into a Kevin Davis.
Okay.
And he also writes urban fantasy with horror overtones. So, and he runs a con in Atlanta.
Okay.
Called like Metronome or something like that. And he invited me to come and be a panelist.
Yay.
So it's technically on the 20th through the 22nd. I don't think I'm going to make that.
But maybe next year.
But probably next year.
Yeah. So let me pop into the comments real quick before we get too far behind. Ariadna says, MFA junk. Oh, I'm so tired. Dreaming says, I love a good rant.
Yes.
Dwan is chilling, but working on his site.
I should update my site too.
Yeah. Paige must be joining us from Canada because Paige says that next week is Thanksgiving for them. So, Desdemona made it. Hello and welcome. Did you make it out to CapClave? Because I know you're local. I wasn't sure. It's a smaller con in Rockville, Maryland. So, let's see. Duan says it's fine. It's cool. Rita made it. Hello, Rita.
Hi, Rita.
And Duan is going to redo, or I guess retool, his TikTok. And Ariadna's like, I need to redo my entire platform. Lol. So.
Well, if you are an author or an artist or whatever, like, marketing is kind of my jam. So let me know. Oh, the con was CapClave.
Let me spell it out for you, because it's done by the Washington Science Fiction Society. So for DC, so it's like capital and it's a conclave, so CapClave. So yeah. So it's, at least I assume that's where the name came from. If I'm wrong, could somebody correct me?
I think that is right. I think that was the story I was told at Balticon about CapClave.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Ariadna says, Maryland isn't real, Morgan. So, some of us are here to eat snacks or, get some productivity in. What do you say about a sprint?
I'm going to work on my Kickstarters for 2024.
Ooh, schmancy.
I am going to do a little editing, and seeing how today is the 55th anniversary of George A. Romero's Night of the Living Dead, I'm going to go back to this old cannibal story I wrote some time back and diddle with it a bit, because it's pretty sick and depraved, and I just never been able to put any more meat and flesh on it.
Sure.
Neat. Also, if you need a critique partner.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Give me a second. I think it said it didn't have the audio. Let me try that again.
Jersey Mike's.
Oh, okay. Oh, no, they just changed up how it looks. The checkbox is on the other side now.
Oh.
So, okay, we're good.
Oh, I guess so people pay attention to it or something?
I don't know. So Sandy said she ordered food so she doesn't expire during this productivity stream. And Dwan would like to share Sandy's snacks. Desdemona has some Jersey Mike's, just got back from a walk to pick it up.
Nice.
Oh, Sandy's going for steamed dumplings. Dwan is totally in for that. And Desdemona is working on finishing the rewrite of chapter 17. 16 was 2 weeks ago, and 17 was last.
She is just like whacking right through it.
Yeah, definitely. So, okay, let's go ahead and get started in 3, 2, 1. Boom, chaka laka laka laka. Okay, one day it'll get old. Today is not that day. And we're back. So, how was your sprint?
I am thinking about a free day for some of my novels.
Ooh.
I'm looking at KDP's like promotional stuff.
Sure.
And doing some homework regarding countdowns and whatnot.
Okay. I gave Catticus some gushy food because as soon as I got it is in fact gushy food day, and the time of day that gushy food must happen. He was getting very loud when I stepped into the kitchen, which he does not normally do, but
right.
Meow, meow, meow. Let me lead you to the cabinet where the gushy food is kept and stand there. So, let me pop into the comments. Vixen, Nia made it. Hello and welcome.
Hi, Nia.
Hello.
RC does think I'm a monster.
She's a monster.
Who might forget gushy food day? I mean,
that's horrible.
That's pretty horrible. SD swung by. Hello, Shannon, and made friends with my like button. Lowry wants to take a nap. I am 100% there with you. I am not very conscious.
Yeah.
Ginny swung by. Hello and welcome.
Hi, Ginny.
Hi, Jenny.
Dwan is welcoming us back since maybe he was browsing. Let's see. Jennifer made it. Hello, Jennifer Brown. Just finished doing all the necessary things to the nanosites in preparation for next month. Let's go.
Oof.
And apparently we woke Lowry up when the timer went off. I do, for those who are new, I hate a very aggressive timer. I am yeah. That's I would wake up 10 times. Zeno's paradox type of waking up as the clock got closer to the alarm to avoid hearing the noise. So I'd wake up 10 minutes before the alarm, and then 5 minutes, and then 2 minutes, and then 1 minute, and then 30 seconds, and then 15 seconds. And yeah. So I just go for soothing alarms.
Yeah.
I am not that deep of a sleeper, or my internal clock is works with me usually. So I understand some people need to really struggle, but I am not one of them.
Do any of you remember those motion detector things that set off that really loud alarm, like in a room that would like go off through the entire house? My grandmother had one connected to a clock, and every time we go over there and like she wanted our asses up during the weekend to go do work outside, she would connect to that in like 6 in the morning, just like right outside the door. Wop 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 wop. Like your ghost is out of your body before you're out of the bed.
Ew, that's disgusting. That's absolutely disgusting.
Well, it got us out there mowing the lawn or whatever she wanted us to do.
Yeah. So JK Lembo swung by. Hello, JK.
Joanna.
Yay. Sandy said her work in progress gained about 108 words during the editing, and she remembers where she left off, which can be a little tricky. Yeah. I edited about 2.5 pages for my dad. I started back 2 pages into where I'd left off because I stopped on page 50 rather than at the end of a chapter because I was that close to 50 and I like round numbers.
I know.
It's
I struggle with similar things. Round numbers good.
Yeah.
You always have to round the number. At least I do. But halfway through that, I realized I was wasting my time doing some editing. I really need to concentrate on promoting and getting all that stuff together. Sako talking about it, it's kind of pushed me more in that direction.
How many hats do you have? This is why I use Trello. I don't know what you use to track all the things you're doing to promote your work, but I suggest having something creating a system, making a system. But I come from the software engineering world, and I like having a to-do list that I can click and drag and reprioritize stuff and whatever, and move to the waiting if I'm waiting on somebody else to get back to me.
I've been fooling around with Notion.
Okay, yeah, I've heard good things
for similar stuff, and I'm kind of I'm wondering.
And since we are in Preptober, I should say some people use it for storyboarding. Trello has different columns, and you can name them and add as many as you want. So I have like a to-do, in progress, waiting on people, done kind of columns. But some people are like first act, second act, third act, and then they move the scenes around and stuff. So you can use it for whatever you want. I just like the click and drag, and also you can have a checklist within it of things that need to happen, whether in your scene or for your project, so you don't forget all the steps or whatever. So yeah, I like it. I've got a YouTube out there and a blog post on it. So
yes, you do.
Dwan says he was using another window when the alarm sounded.
That's got me a couple of times. I completely forgot. Like, oh yeah, middle of the sprint. I'm not alone.
Desdemona got 446 words complete. Nice. Editing, right? I think we're editing. Chapter 17. If I remember correctly.
I would like to... I would like a Notion to log in so I can move the window.
I hear you.
That would be great.
JK, you say, is Joanne?
Joanna.
Okay. Says, yes, my kitty does in fact need love and attention. I try to give him some lap time before the stream since I'd been out of town. And he took me up on it. So that's why I was almost late, but more on time than normal. So Shannon has been working on a new automation sequence today, finished it up and uploaded the CSV. That's like an Excel, like one of the formats it does, with new subscribers for that reader magnet. A little further along in the process than I am. Ginny has been trying to write, but Ren, with a W, the new kitty, keeps climbing her legs, wanting attention. Hopefully he will be distracted for a while. Just gave him some new toys. Ew.
Kittens don't need toys. Just take the thing that wraps the bread closed, toss it on the floor.
Yep.
Toy for cat.
Do be careful though. I have occasionally used like balled up socks as a cat toy, and I don't know if that contributed towards Catticus' love of attacking ankles, but maybe he thinks socks are toys, and I cannot put on a sock while he's watching because he thinks I'm playing with him. So be careful what you decide to play with.
Yes, indeed.
Back to the comments. Jenny, oh wait, no, we just did that one. Shannon started, after getting the reader magnet out, started reviewing the numbers for the previous email campaigns. Yeah.
Ooh. So I looked at my stats for my Substack.
Okay, nice.
And there is a thing where for email and newsletters, that if you get like a 20% open rate, like that's not doing too shabby.
Yeah.
30% is amazing. I got 41%.
Nice. You said that, and I went to go check mine, and I realized after Imaginarium, I forgot to turn my emails back on. Because I went to modify them after being on the panel about email newsletters, and I turned it off so I could update, and I don't even know. So,
son of a gun.
Catticus would like attention and love.
Right meow.
Right meow. So, okay, JK says Joanne. So,
okay.
Let's see. Jennifer likes Milla Note for plotting and prepping. And okay. I thought Desdemona was editing chapter 17. She says she's more or less rewriting it and swapping some events between chapter 17 and chapter 19 so it flows better. So Rita is taking the next sprint for reading because one of her kittens attacked bare feet. Used to attack bare feet, and she needed to wear socks, and then it was better. Yeah. I'm much safer in jeans than shorts. Desdemona says that her cat likes tearing up paper, so she gives him paper balls of paper he can tear up like junk mail, so he'll leave the stuff she needs alone. Oh, is it time for the epic battle? The battle that's been going on since time itself. Wait, where'd it go? I had it right here. I'll look for it in a minute. So anyway, Sarah is lurking. Hello and welcome.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
Dwan says it was all the driving the last day of Imaginarium that ended up with me turning off my newsletter and not realizing it was off.
Yeah.
Jennifer says hi to Catticus, and he says, Mama, pay attention to me. Laura swung by. Hello. Laura's cooking taco meat. Is that an invitation? Am I being invited for dinner?
I love tacos.
Unclear. So Sandy is hovering between 46 and 47% open rate. And it's odd because these are the people who signed up. Yeah, but I'm not up on my email every week.
I try to do it every Tuesday.
Okay, I'll be back in 10 seconds.
Okay.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
There we go. So let's see. Laura was reading a Goosebumps book. Awesome. Which one?
All right.
Apparently, that's going to be her October. Is going through all the. It's Steinoween, I think she called it. Like what?
So we're gonna get to Fear Street and all of those too.
I'm going to be showing a lot of, intense horror films throughout the month, but I do plan on putting a week aside for more like YA stuff, Goosebumps, like, Monster Squad from the 80s, maybe Hocus Pocus, even though it's kind of played out, but
sure.
Stuff like that. I mean, like horror can be fun without going straight to the dark side.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
A nice Penny Dreadful.
Comedy horror is its own thing.
Right.
And this is why I have the Muppet to protect me. Right. Oh, sorry. Self-pub with Andy. Hello, Andy swung by. Hello. And welcome. Aw, and slap that like button. Thank you. It did change color. It totally changed color. Hi. Let's see. Sandy asks, do we know how much it affects our send effectiveness if a person calls the newsletter spam? Because they had somebody who signed up say, I didn't sign up for this. I try to be really good about newsletters and just unsubscribe and say, oh, I'm just getting too much email. Because if you mark something as spam that you signed up for, you're hurting their open rate and sending them to spam and other people's stuff. And that's just not cool.
Yeah.
So, Laura is going to a movie in an hour and a half. It lives inside.
Yes.
That sounds creepy.
I hope for a review.
Yeah. Dwan says tacos sound great. They're having tacos, baked potato tacos. Oh, so you do like the ground beef or whatever and all the fixings on top of the potato? That's my mental image. I don't know.
Well, it's like from Taco Bell. They have that cheesy Fiesta potato. Just roll it up in tortilla.
Yeah.
Hot. Oh God, I'm hungry now.
Right. So Laura is doing 2 readathons this month: Steinoween and Spookapalathon.
Spookapalathon. Yeah. What the?
Yeah.
What's a Spookapalathon?
Spookapalathon. Yeah.
It's like a marathon for spooky stuff, I assume.
It's a challenge. That's what it is.
Just read, the Cuckoo Clock of Doom, and is now back to reading her cosmic horror novella, The Ballad of Black Tom.
That's a good one. I read that.
Yeah.
Neat.
And Sandy says It Lives Inside sounds like a great October movie, and Dewan says, yep, that's the potacos. I figured it out. Yay. So what is everybody's stream snack of the day, since we're all hungry now?
I have a Chipotle quesadilla kind of waiting for me to eat it.
Ooh.
I feel that it might spoil my dinner with Greg, so I might just grab the chips and munch on salty things.
Oh, I found my mouse.
On the floor?
It is a pretty mouse, though.
Ooh.
See?
Floral.
So, my snack is, I forget what type, but apples and some Colby Jack cheese sandwich cuts or cracker cuts.
I like that combination.
Yeah. I'm like, cheese and apples is totally what they eat all the time in like D&D, right? Well, I try it. Great combo.
Yeah,
and I have a core.
Awesome combo.
I have an apple core, so it's even easier. It slices and dices for me.
Nice.
It's funny you say that because I remember reading like old Victorian stories, and you always see stuff about like, slices of cheese with an apple pie, which is amazing. I've tried it. Actually, I do have a snack. Y'all know those like those Hostess pocket pies, like apple pie, lemon pie, and all that?
Yeah.
Well, I was out running errands this morning. I stopped by the gas station and I saw one of those pocket pies, but it's chocolate pudding instead. But I think I'll destroy that in probably seconds flat. But yeah, that's my 2 bites is gone. Eyes roll the back of my head. I'm Jaws. But yeah, I guess that's my snack of the stream.
Neat.
So let's pop through the comments real quick and get to another sprint. Would it sound good to you?
Yes. Yeah. Monopoly board for spooky book prompts. Oh.
Okay. Joanne says, hi, everybody. What are you guys working on tonight? I am beta reading a sci-fi story for my dad. I'm about 52 pages in.
I'm working on Kickstarter things for 2024.
I am going between editing and working on The Disaster, which is my self-promotion skills.
I mean, think of it this way. There's nowhere to go but up.
Unless you're me, you just keep sinking and finding it. You go through the dirt like a Junji Ito story.
I mean, you can't actually have negative sales.
Yes, you can.
Really?
They're called returns.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Oh, I was at the conference. I think somebody said that for every return, it basically eats away at the profits of 2 sales.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Don't return unless you have to.
That whole like read and return fad that was going on for a while, like
really hurt people.
Seriously. Really hurt the algorithm.
Yeah. You know what you do if you can't afford? You do go to Hoopla, where if you publish, with most of the ebook publisher sites that are legit, have you available on Hoopla. And that's the app in the US used to read library books, ebooks. And they don't get as much money, but they get some. And, if you can't afford it, give them a dime if you're not going to give them $5, So, okay, back to snacks. Jenny was doing sugar-free vanilla wafers and iced tea.
I'm
and for projects, Dwan is updating his website and hopefully uploading his files from yesterday's commercial shoot. And Sandy is working on her horror Christmas novel, and Catticus is eating my feet.
I love horror Christmas stuff.
Me too.
And Joanne is working on Project Sugar and Spice, Bakery Rivals to Lovers, work in progress.
Oh my.
I'm sorry, I have to threaten someone. We don't eat mama's feet. Sorry. So what do you say about another sprint?
Let us do the sprint.
The words.
Sprinting. The sprinting shall commence in. Wait, there we go. In 3, 2, 1. Boom chakalaka.
Laka 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 laka.
And we're back. How was your sprint? I spent it eating snacks. Oh, right. And beta reading. I got through 5 pages.
Oh, good.
So.
I'm making graphics and stuff for my... Oh, we got some echo coming from RC.
My bad. That was me.
So you were saying?
Snacks. Mm-hmm.
RC, how was your sprint?
I snacked too. That was a damn good pie.
Ooh. I went for Tostitos original restaurant style.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Which I should probably close up now. So, did you want to hear the latest recommendation on things to look for when editing based on what I have just been reading?
Ooh.
Sure.
Just filter words.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of start it to, just do the thing. Instead of using chopsticks to eat food, 8 chopsticks or 8 food with chopsticks, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Don't do it the long way around. I mean, it is a writing style, but it usually screams a little bit amateurish.
Well, it also, women tend to talk in passive voice while men usually talk in active voice.
But right now we're dealing with a man and he's writing narrative. So even if people naturally talk a certain way, unless it's in first person voice, you're going to maybe have more of those sorts of behavior in the dialogue than in the narration.
Right.
So.
Damn narrator.
Yeah. Let me pop into the comments real quick because Ashley?
Aisling.
Mint.
I just know it's one of those Irish names that doesn't use Latin letters the right way or the same way that I am used to. Sorry. Hi and welcome. Apologize for cap locks, but wanted us all to have a very good Sunday.
Yes, that is okay.
Stay fresh, man.
Oh no, poor Dwan. Dwan realized he's been to the grocery store 3 times this weekend and keeps forgetting the hummus.
No.
DoorDash.
Ooh, Desdemona was on a roll. Did not keep track of the exact word count, but on the rewrite at chapter 17, she got close to 600 words, which pretty solid in my book.
That is solid in mine too.
Yeah. Oh, and I remembered to plug in my laptop, which I had not done.
Why was it almost dead?
Well, I usually just leave it docked, but I went to a con, and when I set it up, it was like, hey, I'm thirsty. So it's up to 36% now.
I don't use my laptop anymore. That's what I started off on. It was a small little Acer laptop, but it was a piece of crap. You couldn't even play a game on it. But I only took it out once to go. I'm not one of those people to go write somewhere in a park or in a coffee shop, but I tried doing that once. That thing was dead in like 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, even when I take my laptop places, I always take my charger because I don't trust batteries.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, I'm in Chicago. There's just more things for them to steal from you.
Yeah. Ooh. Do you know what time it is?
Adventure time?
It's time for a stretch break. Oh. Creak. Pop.
Sounds like a steel door shutting.
I've sounded like Rice Krispies in milk since I was 4 years old in ballet doing plies. That's where you just stand and bend your knees.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my fingers are like that from playing guitar. I just crack them out of nowhere, just all over the place.
Yeah.
I use my hands for everything.
I have a hack. If you have played too many phone games and perhaps your hands hurt because you've been playing picture Sudoku for hours. Occasionally switch it up with a stylus so your hand is in a different position. I mean, take a break from the game and do other things.
Yeah, sure.
That one. So. Oh.
It is 6 o'clock.
Yeah, my clock is chiming.
There are two choices.
5 o'clock. Liars.
I mean, that's what you get for being in Chicago and not Virginia.
Hmm.
The future looks bleak. You can have it.
No, I'm in your future, right?
Yeah.
So popping into the comments, Sandy got 388 words and a moment for her from one of the characters she loves.
Nice.
Lowry did an hour of translation work and is now on writing business today, setting up their Blue Sky properly.
I see.
Well, friend me, I'm Morgan Hazelwood everywhere, and I don't have to caveat anymore because X is dead. Long live Blue Sky and Mastodon and
TikTok.
Sure, TikTok. Check out my linked tree for all of them. But I'm Morgan Hazelwood basically everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Dwan said with all of the newsletter stats, he decided to look his up. So
I am interested in the end stats for Dwan's newsletter.
Yeah. Larry already did. I'm pretty sure I friended you back, like right when I got to my car on my way here. So, go Jenny. Jenny became a Ms. Fix-It and replaced a seal on the inside of the toilet tank and is hoping it's fixed enough for now. Yeah.
Well done. I've done it.
My ex-husband and I replaced a toilet once.
Once.
The easiest part of the process was the car jack. We took off the tank, which we later found out we didn't need to do. But it had rusted through, so we ended up having to replace that seal. And we cut the silicone around the whole thing, and it would not come up. So we put a towel under the back of the toilet, and we just used a car jack, and it got it off the floor for us. And then we got, the toilet ring, the wax ring, and we put it down, and we did not do it straight, so we had to do it again. And on the third trip to Lowe's, my old Lowe's had an Arby's in the parking lot, so I only had Arby's when we were doing home improvement projects, because the third time you go back to Lowe's, it's been enough and you need food by then.
Yes.
So we had some Arby's and then we came back and we finished it up. But yeah. So, Dwan says, on average over the last 6 months, Dwan is at a 66% open rate.
Nice.
I mean,
God bless Substack.
Yeah. So, and we all need to know, how is baby Ren? Is the kitty? I believe she was eating Jenny's ankles last time we checked. Oh no, we were getting toys for her.
Yes.
Aw, he's doing great, and he's taking a nap right now.
Yay.
Did you need...
I was going to say, she's been posting pictures on Facebook. It's an adorable little kitty.
So cute. Oh, my goodness. So, I Stray Watch 2023. I need to go check on her, because we have a tortie a couple cul-de-sacs over that I've been feeding, and we try to catch her, and she stuck her head into the cat carrier 3 times and did not go in. So we might have to get a little more forceful, but last time we went out there, she didn't even show up, but her food had been eaten, and I hope it was her.
It might have been a possum. Yeah,
it might have been, but maybe not. So I usually only see her at like 11 o'clock at night. So I'll go out tonight and see what I see, and because she is like 5 pounds and her tail's obviously been broken at some point, and she needs a home and warm, dry food every day, and laps and naps where she doesn't have to watch out for foxes, and you know. Yeah. Kitties deserve all the things in the world, and Catticus already has that, and I feel guilty that the other kitty doesn't. So. Sandy says that her college roommate worked at a hardware store in summers and would keep all the receipts folks didn't need because they usually came back to exchange them, and she'd have the receipt for them. Mm-hmm. We didn't have to exchange anything, but you can only use a wax seal once, and we got a 1-pack the first time, and we got a 2-pack the second time, and we needed the 2-pack. So. Oh, what do you say about one more sprint? I think we can squeeze it in.
Yeah.
I can do some words.
Let's do it.
Let me reset that timer. Bring her up. Woo, what's happening? There we go. Okay, let's get started in 3, 2, 1, boom. Yes, kitty, it's okay.
must finish sentence.
And we're back. Sorry. I was just
I get it.
I was typing a comment because it's like, oh, none of his girlfriends back in high school or college had ever kissed him like that. And I was typing the comment, wait, he never went past kissing in college? And then I realized maybe I shouldn't be that incredulous while commenting on my dad's manuscript.
Yeah.
So I toned it down a little, but I'm still like, kissing in college? Really? I mean, there's engineering school, and then we're 200 years in the future. They are probably not as male dominated as they are now. So anyway, let me pop into the comments real quick. Oh no, Lowry's computer restarted on them. Debbie swung by. Hello, Debbie. And okay, so how was y'all's sprint?
Not as productive as I would have liked, but I'm really just like, I've rewritten everything, or rather I've done the write-up in my notes app, and then I just have to plug and play into Kickstarter.
Nice. I like the sound of that.
Mm-hmm.
RC?
As good as it got. As best I could say.
Hey. You're still kicking.
Meh.
Your electricity is still working. Your Wi-Fi hasn't gone down.
Don't curse him.
I know, right?
He went silent. Knock on wood. Sorry.
I'm doing watch-alongs tonight.
I have a napping kitty behind me.
Yes, you do.
Keeping me company. Sorry, I got distracted by my cat. Because that never happens. Shannon updated her first book in her first series on wide platforms and wrote an email in between waiting on uploads to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Desdemona's on a roll. Got another 600 words. Is typing in for the words, which is
that explains a lot.
Yeah. For those who don't know, for like the number, the words is a website where if you don't keep typing, they go away, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
That's Write or Die. That's different.
Okay.
For the words gamifies word counts.
Yeah.
So a particular creature could be 600 words in 20 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
So you have 20 minutes to fight the dragon by typing your story.
So, back in the comments, Jenny started working on her plans for this final quarter, is a little behind on the planning stuff. Ooh, right. We just started fourth quarter. I need to update my Trello. Thank you.
Yes.
I do it quarterly.
I do too.
So let's see. Aisling got a song mastered, totally done with 3 songs, only 13 left to go. Nice. Desdemona says, well, probably a little less. She thinks the game gives her bonus words.
Yeah, it's gamified typing app.
Yeah. Oh no, Debbie hopped in but is not working.
Feeling
is feeling
pukey.
pukey.
Oh,
I hope you feel better soon.
Mm-hmm.
So
tragic.
Yeah. Well, you know what time it is?
It's like time to wrap up the stream.
It is time to wrap up this stream. Ooh, Dwan ate and is working on his October newsletter outline and the basis of his new podcast.
Nice.
And everybody wants Debbie to feel better soon.
Yeah.
So why don't we tell people who we are, where they can find us, and peace out, yo.
I'm Sako Tumi, also known as Voit, and you can Google me at Sako Tumi or Psycho Sako. You'll find all of my socials. You'll probably find my art profiles on various sites. You'll probably find my website. I'm findable.
It's true. RC?
This is RC Scott. I write horror stories. You can Google me, but you might have come across another RC Scott who's a very elderly retired science fiction author. Leave that friendly man alone. He is not me. He does not write the terrible things that I do. Otherwise, you can find me on Facebook, Twitter, sometimes Instagram, not TikTok. And yeah, I'm going to be promoting a story all this month and trying to get better at that.
Sure. And I'm your host, Morgan Hazelwood. I am an actively queering fantasy author, but I also blog, vlog, and podcast, writing tips from the pros, from conventions like I attended this weekend at CapClave, and my own Writerly Musings. This week, I was talking about things I look for when I'm beta reading, because that's where I am right now in my process. And I had a video on Query Trenches Day 14. And this week's podcast, Writing Tips and Writerly Musings, wherever you get your podcast, was about what writing fan fiction can teach genre writers. Because go fanfic writers, it's so good.
It's so interesting because the style is so wildly different from like normal literature. Mm-hmm. What's okay for fan fiction is not necessarily okay for traditional books and vice versa. So like I think the culture taught us a lot in the 90s, you know.
Sure. Yeah, but I also attended a panel on cozy fantasy, and I think a lot of that came out of the fan fiction reaction to all the grimdark was, let's see our favorite characters in a coffee shop having fun, you know? Yeah. And while a lot of people are looking at Legends and Lattes as having kickstarted it, I really think it came from the fan fiction community long before the pandemic as a reaction to that. Nope. I think it came from fan fiction. And, you know, there's a reason people like cozy mysteries. There's a reason, you know, romances sell, and fantasy getting into that comfortable, happily ever space doesn't mean it's just for children. It just means not everything has to be world-ending stakes.
Right. So. Unless it's a book I'm writing, in which case it is world-ending. Yes.
I mean, obviously. So I'm just saying, I think cozy fantasy is closer to what I write. So
I might do that
you know who else writes cozy fantasy?
Who?
Morgan Lee.
Oh,
I found that out today. That's
quality
her jam.
Morgan decisions. RC?
I was gonna say I should write something just like mellow for once, just to like, you know, either work on something or maybe like take one of the killers from my stories on a day off. I'm just not feeling it today. I'm gonna play some video games.
Sometimes, you know, or do laundry or whatever, you know. So
yeah, my 3 readers are gone.
Hi, Bobicus. Sorry about this, but you tuned in just in time for us to call it a night. So thank everyone for coming. I'm super excited for everyone who found productivity. And if you did not, I hope you enjoyed hanging out with us, because I enjoyed hanging out with you. I will be back next week, maybe in my car, unclear, because I will be getting ready to ditch town. So yeah, have a great week wherever you are, and we'll be back same time, same place next week. So, oh, yep, Shannon says that Morgan's been outlining the Cozy Fantasy series for a bit. Yeah. So, okay, have a great week. Bye-bye.